Hello everyone and welcome to the class of Business Study. I am Mrs. Hansa Pawar from New Catholic Mission School, Jhabua. As in the first video, we have covered three topics, that is the concept of management, the characteristics of management and the objectives of management. Today in this video, that is third video, we will discuss or we will cover four topics, that is importance of management, level of management, nature of management and coordination. So starting with importance of management. So when we say importance, management is very important. Any business done for profit purpose or for non-profit purpose cannot attain or achieve success without management. That means they require a better or good quality of management. Now here quality of management means if the quality of management is not good, then a management or a business or organization can have failures, can face failures or can have acute or huge loss. So because of the poor quality of management. So here quality of management refers to a well planned procedure. That means the process or the procedure must be properly planned for running the business with minimum wastage of resources, minimum wastages of efforts or minimum wastages of time. That means it must cover all these things properly. Then only we can say that the quality of management is good. Now, management is called as a life-giving element for every business organization or firm. And without proper or quality management, a business cannot survive, cannot achieve their three goals, that is survival, profit and growth. Now, there are major importance of management. Now, moving to that, the first importance of management is management helps in achieving group goals. That is, we discuss in our characteristics also that management is goal-oriented process. Same way, in importance also, management helps in achieving the group goals. Management guides, directs the efforts of all the individuals. As we can see that there are various individuals working in an organization. Individuals here means employees who are working in an organization. So he needs to guide, direct the efforts of all the individuals to work for the achievement of common organizational goals. So here a management tries to integrate the group goals with the individual goals. Okay. Now the second importance is management increases efficiency. When we say efficiency here, it means cutting cost, that is reducing the cost and completion of the task on time. So manager tries to minimize the cost of production by proper utilization of all the resources and completing the task on given time. So manager insists on efficiency and effectiveness both, that is by minimizing the cost, not having any wastages of resources and completing the task on time, and he can do so with the help of the functions of management, 5 functions of management, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So this was about second importance. Now third importance is management creates a dynamic organization. When we say dynamic means which is ever changing, always changing. So management needs to cope up themselves or to adapt themselves with the changes which is occurring in the external environment. As external environment is always changing. Here external environment means many people are there, interest groups are there in the external environment. It can be suppliers, it can be competitors, it can be government, it can be customers, it can be employees. So the external environment of the organization keeps on changing every time. So in order to survive in the market, for maximizing their profit for the survival of the market, the managers keeps on making changes accordingly to the external environment, and he guides and motivates his employees in such a way that they should easily adapt themselves with the change in the environment. And with this adaptability of the employees of the organization, it is very beneficial for the firm also, for the organization also. So he tried to motivate his employees to accept the challenges outside. He encourages them to adapt, that is to adjust themselves with the changes, as it will be very beneficial for the employees also and beneficial for the organization also. Now fourth importance is management helps in achieving personal objective. When we say personal objective means it is individual's objectives, that is an employee's objective. And what are the personal or individual employee's objectives? That is to earn more, to have more increments, promotions, better competitive salary and so on. So an efficient manager brings maximum prosperity for employer also and for employee also, and he leads the people in such a way that they could easily achieve their goals, they can easily maximize their ability in such a manner that along with organizational and individual goals, they can also achieve other goals also. An individual's goal is to earn more. As I said, that an individual employee's objective or main interest is to earn more, a better salary, and he can do so by producing more, which is beneficial for the organization also and for the employees also. Now, management helps in development of society, as each and every business is related with the society. It is actually trying to serve the society, made for society, established for society, and doing the work for society. So an efficient management tries to ensure that their duties and their responsibilities towards society. Each and every business has so many duties towards the society, especially the various interest groups, that is the government, the customers, the suppliers, many people. Management gives due importance to fulfill all its obligation. Obligation means duties towards various interest groups such as employees, customers, suppliers, shareholders, government, etc. So it keep on insisting on providing better quality product to customer, competitive salary to employees, then generating employment opportunities for the society, for the nation. That is, all those people who are unemployed can get employment because of the establishment of this organization. So it is also serving the society in such way and giving salary to their employees by increasing production. Now, when they try to increase the production, it is actually trying to contribute their productivity with their productivity to GDP, that is gross domestic product. That is, it is beneficial for the nation also. Now, this was all about importance of management, that is 5 importance which we have gone through. Now, here we can say that management is very important for each and every organization. Now, moving to our next topic, that is nature of management. When we say nature, means features of management. Now, there are various scholars or various authors who have laid certain theories about management, that management can be called as a science, management can be called as art, can be both science and art, and some laid the theory that management can be a profession also. Now, what we are going to do here is, we try to compare the management theories or the features of management with the features of science, art and profession, one by one. So there are various theories which are laid down by various economists, and all of them have to say that management can be a science, art or profession. Now, to conclude whether management is a science, a profession or an art, we need to compare these features, starting with management as a science. Now, what is science? Science is a systematic body of knowledge with logical facts, findings and truth. And it is pervasive, it is universal, it is same everywhere. Now, the first feature of science is, it is systematic body of knowledge. Science can be defined as a systematic body of knowledge based on logical findings, facts and events. So, like science, management is also a systematic and organized body of knowledge, and this feature is present in the management. Now, second is, principles are based on experimentation, that is scientific, all scientific principles are based on experimentation, they are experimental based. So these principles are developed through continuous observations and tested through repeated experiments done in science. So management principles are also developed like this only. The manager tries to grab the experience or to grasp the experience through constant activities or doing like this, but management deals here with human beings. The main problem is here management is dealing with human behavior, which is unpredictable. Human behavior is unpredictable and which cannot be accurately predicted. So we can say that this feature of science is partially present in the features of management. Now, third feature of science is, it is having a universal applicability or universal validity. That is, the scientific principles have universal application. It can apply everywhere in the same way. Whereas, when we say management principles, it cannot be applied same everywhere. It needs to be modified every time according to the situations, according to the conditions available. That is, the management principles needs to change according, manager needs to make changes, whereas scientific principles cannot have any kind of change. It is pervasive, it is applied everywhere in the same way. So this feature of science is also not present in management. So here we can conclude that management is not exactly science. It is an inexact science. Now second theory which was laid by certain author, that management is an art. Of course, if you could remember in the first video, I have told you the definition of management, that management is the art of getting things done through and with others. So we can say that management is an art. So now moving with the features of art is, it is a systematic body of knowledge and which there is an existence of theoretical knowledge. Any art, say can drawing or music or dance or any other art, you can learn by repeatedly practicing it, by having some theoretical knowledge. When you learn that, you can actually fulfill yourself with that particular theory. There is a systematic and organized study material available for each and every art to acquire theoretical knowledge of that art. In management also there are various books laid down which is based on management theories. So each and every managers, if they acquire these, they can acquire these managerial studies through these books. So this feature of art is also present in management. So we can say management is a art. Now second feature of art is personalized application. That is, all the features of art is having a personalized application, as each and every artist try to apply his own creativity, apply his own skill with that particular art. In the field of art, theoretical knowledge alone is not enough. So an artist must apply his own personal skill and creativity to that knowledge. When we say art, it is actually all about creativity and skill. So in management, manager also learn all these theories, but when it comes to the situations or conditions, he needs to apply his own creativity with that particular situation. Only management theories cannot be enough. So it depends on his own efficiency, that is efficiency of manager, his personal skills and creativity to deal, how he is dealing with the situation. So we can say that this feature is also present in management. So here we can have a theory that management is an art. Now third is based on practice and creativity. As I said, that each and every art without practice it is baseless. Okay, so to acquire perfection, one need to master it, that is one need to practice it a lot. It can be music or any other art. So an artist requires regular practice of art to become more fine and perfect, otherwise he will lose his perfection in that particular art. So same way, managers can also improve his managerial skills, that is managerial skills can be improved by manager only with lot of practice and efficiency through experiences. As the manager gains experience, he can be perfect in his managerial skills or studies. So this feature is also present in management. So we can say, we can conclude that management is actually an art. Now some authors have also laid down this theory that management is both science and art. Looking to all the feature of science and looking to all the feature of art, we can conclude that management is partially a science and an art. So it is both science and art. Now the fourth theory which was laid by some authors is management is a profession. When we say profession here, means something which is based on a well-defined body of knowledge, having some personal skills and specialization. Professional people like doctors, engineers, many other professional peoples are there, teachers. So all these people are professional. Why? Because they have passed certain examination, they have gone through certain examination, they have registered themselves with certain association, they have got certain degree, so that they are specialized or expert in that particular field. There exists a specialized knowledge in every profession, In management also there is availability of some specialized knowledge, and in various books, that means these management principles or theories are laid down in various books, and a number of scholars have laid the theory, have developed new principle to tackle the situation. Now this feature is present in management also, that is having well-defined body of knowledge. Management is also well-defined body of knowledge, and the profession also. Now second feature of profession is restricted entry. That means everybody cannot be a professional, everybody cannot be a doctor or engineer or any other profession. He needs to clear those examination, go through those examination, have to get the degree, then only he can be a professional person. Same way, the entry to a profession is restricted through an examination or degree only. And earlier, there were no restrictions. Anybody can become a manager, but nowadays, due to modernization, the firms are trying to appoint only those people as a manager who is having a MBA degree, that is Masters in Business Administration. So this feature of profession is also present in the management. Here we can say that, conclude that management is a profession. Now third feature of profession is that presence of professional association. As I said, that each and every professional people needs to be registered themselves, okay, with certain association related to their field. So for all professionals, special association are established, and every professional has to get himself registered with these associations before practicing this profession. Like the doctors have to get themselves registered in themselves with Medical Council of India, same with the lawyers, Bar Council of India, and same way other professionals also. In management, there are many associations nationwide and worldwide also. That is national and international, there are many associations. Like in Delhi, New Delhi, we have AIMA, that is All Indian Management Associations. But legally, it is not compulsory. If we see legally, it is not compulsory for every manager to get himself registered. So this feature of profession is not available in management. Now after finishing this topic, now we were moving to the levels of management. When we say levels of management, there are various organizations and firms. The whole organization structure is actually divided into 3 levels. There is top level, middle level and lower or supervisory level. So large number of people who are employed into various places, sections, departments and divisions, but they are if we see widely, they are actually divided into 3 levels, and on these 3 levels, to carry on these activities, these employees are given necessary authority and responsibility. That means there is a chain of command, a unity of command which flows from authority to responsibility, from top level to middle to lower level. And this chain is divided into 3 levels of management, that is top level, middle level and supervisory level. Now you can see on the board there is a pyramid, okay. This particular pyramid is actually showing the structure of an organization where we are seeing the levels of management. This is the top level management. As you can see, this is top level management, which consists of the board of directors, chairmen, general manager, president, vice president, chief executive officer, chief operating officer, chief financial officer. So these people are comprises with top level management, okay, the head of the organizational structure. Second level which comes to, that is the middle level management, which consists of purchase manager, sales manager, marketing manager, executive officer, plant superintendent, divisional head and departmental heads. Now the third level, which comprises of supervisor, superintendent, foreman, section officer, clerk, sub-department, etc. Now what is this pyramid about? That here with this pyramid we can see the chain or the relation of authority and responsibility which flows. Like here you can see a arrow which is flowing from top to bottom, which says authority. Authority means the person who is authorized to give orders or instruction, and this authority always flow from top to bottom. That is from top level to it flows to bottom level, from bottom level it flows to the supervisory level. Same way this arrow which is moving from bottom to top, which says accountability. Accountability means dutifulness, responsibilities, which actually moves from lower level to middle and middle to top level. So this was all about the pyramid or levels of management. Now one by one we will see the functions of these officials who are actually there in top level, middle level and lower level. Now starting with the functions of top level management, determining the objectives. That means all these officials who are there in top level management, they need to determine the objectives of the enterprises, the goals of the enterprises, frame plans and policies, organize activities to be performed by all the individuals, assembling all the resources such as financial and all fixed assets. Then they are also responsible for the welfare of the whole organization, all the individuals. to integrate and coordinate the activities of different departments. They need to look after all the departments and need to integrate, that is to bring together activities which is done by each and every department. Liaison with outside world. When we say liaison means to make a link with the outside world. Outside world can be government, it can be suppliers, competitors, etc. Now they are actually responsible for all the activities which have been done in the organization and its impact or effect on the society. So there is this particular job of top level is very stressful and very complicated also. It demands a lot of time, commitment to the organization. Now second is middle level management. Now this middle level management is actually between top level management and lower level management. So the main task of them is to coordinate with both the levels of management. They explain the plans and policies which is already framed by top level to the lower level. This is middle level. So to lower level, then organizing all the resources and activities of their own department. They need to do this. Then recruitment process, selection of the employees, assigning them duties, appointing them their places, all this could be done in middle level department. Now motivating their employees, all the employees which are in the middle level, motivating them to perform to their best efficiency and ability. Cooperate with, as I said, that they need to cooperate with other departments also and with two levels also, that is top level and lower level. Now functions of lower level management. When we say lower level means supervisory level, the last level of the management, which represents the problems or grievances of workers before the middle level. If they have any, these are actually people who are responsible for manufacturing the goods. The manufacturing is done in supervisory level. Other tasks are also there along with that. So they represent all their grievances, that is problems and difficulties which the workers are facing to middle level management. Providing good working condition, developing a better healthy relation with all the individuals who are working in lower level management. It is also the task of the supervisory level, that is the supervisors and subordinates. Try to ensure a quality and standard of the output or the goods, because they are engaged in manufacturing the goods, so they need to take care or ensure that the quality of the product or good should be better or superior. Minimizing all the wastages of materials. They are responsible even for boosting, that is to increase the morale of the employees. Morale here means confidence of the workers or employees, and developing a team spirit between them, which is very necessary to accomplish the goals of lower level management. Now after finishing the levels of management, we will look on our second last topic, that is functions of management. When we say functions of management, there are actually 5 functions of management: planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. But nowadays besides this, there is one more base or one more function which is very necessary to bind all these 5 functions, and that is coordination. So we will study that also. First we will continue with this 5 functions. Planning, as I said, this is the first, foremost and primary function of any management, which says what to do, how to do, when to do and who will do what. This is decided in the this particular planning function. Now organizing here means we need to organize all the activities, all the resources together. It refers to establishment of an organizational structure, creating various departments, that is departments must be created by this organizing process, identifying them, that which stands for which department, grouping the activities to perform, establishing the authority and responsibility relationship. Authority and responsibility relationship between from top level to middle to lower level. Then staffing. Staffing of course means the process of recruitment, selection, appointing the employees and then giving them or assigning them their task. So it refers to recruitment, selecting appointment of the employees, assigning the duties to them and giving them training and overall development of the employees and taking care of their grievances of the employees. Directing, which refers to issuing orders, instructions to all the employees, so how to do the work, and guiding them, time to time encouraging them, motivating them, supervising their work, and tries to communicate with the employees about their problems, grievances and so on. Then fifth is controlling. This is the last function of manager, but here manager tries to ensure that the work must be accomplished. That means here he tries to compare the work of planned performance with the actual performance, that this I have planned, now this is my actual work, it must be completed on time, and if there is any deviations, if somehow there is any differences or deviations, then he will suggest some corrective measures to control that particular situation. I am back to the path of plan. So here we have finished the functions of management. As I said that along with this function there is one more function which is very important to bind all these 5 functions, and that is coordination. When we say coordination, it is to coordinate with other functions or other activities, which is the main essence of any management organization. Coordination refers to a process by which manager can synchronize, can bring together or can integrate the activities of different department, divisions and sections. And along with that, it is actually having a unity of action which integrates different activities done by various individuals in the organization. It is considered as the essence of management. It is very important for every management because it is needed to perform all the functions of management, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. Now it is required at every level also. It is required for every function. It is required at every level. We need to coordinate with them. So a company which fails to coordinate its activities, its function, its all the individuals, that company will fail. They cannot even survive and they cannot be successful. So for to survive and to be successful, a management needs to complete this particular function, that is coordination with other rest of the 5 functions. Now some features of this coordination is, when we say features means characteristics of coordination, integrates the group efforts. Group efforts here means efforts done by all the individuals, different departments, different sections. As individuals are working in different departments according to fulfill their own objective. Now there is a need to integrate their personal goals with the organizational goals. They are coming from different backgrounds. They have different styles of working. Each and every individual have different style of working. So there is need to unify their efforts for the common fulfillment of the goals or for the common direction. Second is, coordination is a non-ending process. When we say non-ending means it never ends. Every time you need to have 5 functions of management, every time you have 3 levels of management, so you need to coordinate with them. So it is a non-ending function. Management or manager works continuously to achieve the coordination, as companies cannot function efficiently without coordination. Otherwise everyone will do their own activities. Nobody is combining or integrate the activities for the purpose of the common achievement of the goal. Third is, coordination is a universal function. When we say universal means it applies everywhere. It is pervasive. It is same everywhere, which is required at all levels, required in every department, required with each individuals and required for completion of all the activities of the department and to perform all the functions. And every manager tries to coordinate these activities of organization so to avoid all chaos and confusions between individual, between managers and between the organization. So this was the features of organization. Now moving to our last topic, that is importance of coordination. Why it is important? The first is growth in size. The importance is that is a large scale organization, whoever are working, they have number of individuals or employees working under them. Each individual has its own needs. Everybody has their own needs. Everybody has their own objectives. Now there is a need to integrate these objectives and these goals. There is more need to bring together their all efforts towards common goals, that is towards achievement of common goals, and it can be done only through coordination, that their different individual work can be combined to achieve the organizational goals. Now second is functional differentiation. Functional differentiation means each and every function is performing different activities. It is there for different work. The functions of an organization can be divided into various departments who works to fulfill their own, that is like planning. This particular function is performed by different department, organizing for different, directing for different and so on. So all these departments are actually interlinked and interdependent also. That means all of them are depending on each other and all of them are linked with each other. Then only we can continue with coordination. So there is need to relate or to bring together these departments, these functions together as they are part of one organization only. So here coordination is required to minimize the differences among various departments, various individuals, various functions and levels. Third is specialization. When we say specialization means actually nowadays in every organization there is one specialist or expert person available who takes care of everything properly. So in large scale organization, because of modernization, there is a demand of specialist and expert people, and these specialist or expert people are well qualified people. They are expert in their work with their experience and who always takes right decision. But sometimes it happens that if all the individuals or all the specialist people, if they will take their own decisions, they will not talk to others, they will not bring together the other department together, then what will happen? It will bring to chaos and confusion. This kind of situation will happen. And so there is need to coordinate all the activities of all the specialists in a common direction and to get maximum benefit to the employer also and to the employee also. Now here we have finished our first chapter. With these 3 videos, we are able to complete our first chapter, that is nature and significance of management. Now in the next video, we will move with chapter 2, that is principles of management. Till then, goodbye and keep learning. Thank you.